cat. Okay, we're live. What, baby? Let's wait for people to get here. People show up. If you guys don't show up, I'm gonna do it anyways. So, just wait till people get here. If my cat will leave me alone. She always comes around when I'm doing lives and stuff. Hello. Okay. If I can get comfortable here. Let's see. Sorry I don't look the greatest. I did not have time to go, and it was already so late when I realized, hey, you know what? I'm going to use my pendulum and ask questions, and I actually did, and I got some answers that are very validating. And I'm going to ask them again if I can get her to go away and leave the pendulum alone. But I do want to tell you guys what I got first, then I'll re-ask and see if I get the same answers. So that's how I wanted to do it. I can get comfortable here because of my surgery. A little bit better than I was. Been so sweaty lately, it's just I look like crap. I know I needed to take a shower and come on here. I just didn't have time. It was already 9 o'clock. So I also think I may have location for her. Well, the pendulum validated it, so hopefully it's right. Okay. Just gonna wait here till some people come. My cat's getting hair in my mouth. I have a feeling even though it's late, we're going to get a lot of people. So I hope anyways. If not, I'm going to do it anyways. And then it'll just be here. I did post in my group. Okay, we're getting there. Let me go. Let me tell you, this guy got his. I had no electricity and I had a candle on because it was the only way I could see. And he just put his tail on the candle and just sat there. But as you can see, he's fine. Okay. What? Attention? I know. You guys are attentions. Can't spell. Hold on one second. I'm posting in the group. Okay, cool. Hello. As you come in, feel free to say hi. Some of you, I've never seen your names before. Some I have. I haven't done a live in a few months, I know. And actually, when I went to go do a live, it kept telling me, oh, you can't do this live. So I had to Google and figure out why it wasn't working, and I got it to work. So yay, I'm proud of myself for that. So like I said, I did do some pendulum questions about summer moon, and I think they're very accurate because I did calibrate it first. I did ask questions about myself and my cat, whatever, to see if it would get it right. That's how you calibrate them. You ask them to show you yes and no. And, I mean, it was swinging yes and no for the questions I was asking. So it's not like it was just swinging yes. Now, pendulums are an extension of you, of the user. So, with them being an extension of the user, it would be my higher self or whatever. Plus, guides and spirit can also help it along. That being said, it's very validating for my reading, what I got. And I was even surprised because, people make me think all kinds of stuff. Even after I do the reading, I try to tell myself it's accurate. You saw what you saw. Just leave it at that. Not to let my mind go crazy and start thinking, well, what if this happened? And what if this happened? One thing that I asked 3 times from the pendulum, did Summer Moon ever make it home from the lake? All 3 times it said no. So that's just one question that I asked. And I asked a couple of them multiple times. I actually put it in my group so that I would have it and I would remember what I asked. There's some other things that I feel have happened in that household that I asked about. So I want to see if the answers come up again the same. And I wanted to show you them and let you see the answers so that I wasn't like just making a video being like, these are what the answers are. Plus, if you guys wanted to talk about it or whatever, that's why I wanted to do it live. Like I said, I know it's late. This idea just popped in my head. Another thing I wanted to do was try EVPs. I actually have an amp that I had gotten in a hookup, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't even checked to see if it worked because right after that I had my surgery. So I wanted to try to see if that worked. So that's what my pendulum validated. And I will tell you the rest as soon as I see some more people come on, because it's like going up and down. So I don't know if I should start yet. I don't want people to miss things and have to repeat myself. So what I saw was very clear, but I always question myself, because there are things that can sway readings, what everybody's thinking can sway a reading, the collective, we can pick up on that. But, that's why I don't like to know things, you can be led, but I try not to know things in this case. Sometimes it's been very hard. For some reason, it's been very hard for me not to know anything in this case, maybe because it's everywhere, but this is the only case that I kind of like knew more than I wanted to know, so it had me questioning things just a little bit. Again, sorry, I look like hell frozen over, but I really don't look that great right now. But it's been very hot and everything. So I just didn't have time to fix myself up for you guys before this. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting these answers. I have to let them know what these answers are. I just couldn't hide I wanted to tell you guys. So hopefully, let's see, I'm trying to see when I should start. I guess I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. So I have 13 people in here now. For 9 o'clock at night here, it's not bad. People can always watch it later. So my bird is quiet until I get on here. Okay. So I'm sorry, cat. I'm gonna have to get rid of her. Try to get my cat to go away so she doesn't mess with my pendulum. She, things that hang. So, I asked if Summer Moon was killed at the lake, and I got yes. I asked if it was an accident. I got yes. I asked if C did it on purpose. I got no. I asked if Summer Moon Utah Wells made it home. I got no. I asked if she was deceased in the picture. I got yes. I asked if Dawn killed her, and I got no. I asked if, I don't know if I should use his name, D abused Summer Moon Wells sexually and otherwise. I got yes. I asked if my area was right. I got yes. Because there's an area I'm at, known to the mom. I get very sick there. Very sick. And it kind of matches, it's got the bays area you pass through. It's got 23. It's got 11. It's got train trestle. It's got the river. So it's got a lot of the stuff also from past readings. I got if the picture was posed. I asked if the picture was posed, and I got yes. And if you guys have any questions, put them in here. I'll ask the pendulum for Simmer Moon Wells. I asked if she used makeup or a filter, and I got a big swing to yes. It was originally, standing still. Every time that I asked if she made it back from the lake, I got no. And I asked 3 times because I wanted to make sure. Because one thing that's throwing me off is the picture. And I got no 3 times on that. I asked if Candace was going to tell the truth. It was kind of like this, but it ended up saying no. So I don't know if the truth will ever fully come out. It says yes for my area. I asked that 3 times. This is the controversial photo that's out with her laying on the milk jugs. Because I brought up in my group the attention to the fact that one photo is very light. It shows that she doesn't have color in her lips. She doesn't have color. It looks like she's got a bruise on her head. In another photo, all of a sudden her lips are bright red. I noticed the difference in the color. So I will ask that. I think they are, but I will ask that. So if you guys want to put the questions, I'll go ahead and ask that as well. So it was giving me yes and no answers. It wasn't like it was just swinging one way. So it looks like the reading, I did ask also if my reading was correct in what I saw, and I got a yes. Like I said, pendulums are kind of a higher self thing, so it is an extension of us. I asked if my heart's purple, I got a yes, and I asked if my Hope was calico, which she is, I got a yes, and then I asked if Hope was black, and I got a no, and she's not. So those were answers that I used to calibrate. I asked if Summer Moon was abducted, I got a no. I asked if she was sold, I got a no. And then when I asked those 2 questions, and then I asked about an accident at the lake, and it swung to yes. So it went from no, abduction, and sold to a yes at the accident at the lake. So I want to try to ask those same questions over. Sorry. She's so quiet till I get on here. I don't know if she just likes the fact that I'm talking, because every time I walk by her cage, she's like, hey, baby girl, what you doing? Or every time she sees me, that's what she says. So I think maybe she likes me talking. So I will ask those questions. I'm going to re-ask these questions, and then I'm going to, if I can think of anything else, I'll ask that as well. Then I'll go ahead and ask, I think everybody knows who the 15-year-old that was with them. I do think that they drink a lot, and I do think that I feel guilt and grief in the mom. And it's really, I feel like it's eating her up. And everybody says, well, she's drugged in her videos. I really think she's on some kind of Valium or really strong Xanax or something like that. So you might want to Google the case a little bit if you're not aware of it. So let me see if I can remember these questions and if I can get my cat to leave me alone. Yeah, I can get you to leave me alone so I could do this. Or lay down at least. She's always here whenever I start working with spirit in any way, shape, or form. I do a reading, she shows up. I do the lives, she shows up. I don't know if she just likes being on camera or if she's feeling the spirit. Her name's Astra, so I always felt that she was kind of a starry type. Okay, let's see if I can do this with my cat here. If not, I'm going to have to make her move. See if she'll leave it alone. Hey, stop it. Yeah, stop. Okay, come on. She'll just be back. Okay. First, I'm going to ask it to show me yes and no. And I'm going to ask it to, usually this is yes and this is no. And then I'm going to ask it a couple of questions that I know the answers to. Okay. Okay, so holding it still. Is my hair purple? Oh, wait. I got to ask it yes or no. Sorry. Can you show me yes? Okay, so this is my yes answer. Can you show me no? I already asked that question, Blue Diamond. It gave me a yes. That's what happened before. But I'm going to ask it again. So this is my no this way. Okay? Is my hair purple? And you have to give it a chance to switch directions. So it's saying yes. Okay. It's hard to hold my arm up. Sorry. So now I need to ask, is my cat Hope a calico? And it's swinging to yes. Okay, so I think it's pretty much calibrated. I can't think of a... Is my fan red? And again, yes. Is my hair blonde? I mean, it is blonde underneath, but it's telling me no. And you can see my hair is purple. So, okay, so that's calibrated. Okay, so my question is, was Summer Moon killed at the lake that day? That's a yes. Was it an accident? It's a yes. Did the mom mean for this to happen to Summer Moon? It's gonna slowing down. That's a no. Okay. So this was in fact an accident that happened with Summer Moon at the lake that day. Swinging to yes. Did Summer Moon ever make it home that day from the lake? Switching to no. That's a no. The controversial picture of Summer Moon on the milk cartons, is that posed with a filter or some other kind of enhancer? I get a yes on that. That's the second time I'm getting all the same answers right now. Let's see. Is my reading accurate? I get a yes on that one. How about the area that I'm looking at right now? Is that accurate as well? I feel very sick there. So I get yes, that. Okay. Did the dad kill her? Did the dad kill Summer Moon Wells? Because I know that came in an EVP. I get a no on that one. Is Candace going to come out and tell the whole truth? I get a no on that one. I'm going to ask again, did Summer Moon Wells make it back from the lake that day? No. Again, every time, same answer. Okay. Was, let's say D, abusing Summer Moon Wells sexually? I get a yes for that. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is in no way any facts. Is Dawn also abusing the boys in that way? Got a yes for that as well. Can't remember what else I asked. Oh, was Summer Moon abducted? No. Was Summer Moon sold? No. Was Summer Moon killed in an accident at the lake? Yes. So I did kind of the same thing. I asked in the same way. Did summer moon run off? No. Does the grandma know what happened? Yes. Was it the grandma's idea to cover this up? Yes. So the area that I'm feeling of that's making me sick, it's River, I think it's Riverfront Drive. Is that area correct? Yes. Okay. Was Summer given some kind of drug? Switching to no on that one. I'm going to ask if Summer was given alcohol. Was Summer Moon given alcohol? Still saying no on that one. Which, I don't know. I felt she was, but, I'm not completely accurate on everything. I've asked if it was an accident. I always get a yes with that. I've asked it multiple times. Did Summer Moon ever make it home from the lake? Switches to no right away. I'm going to ask your guys questions in just a minute. Was the 15-year-old abusing Summer Moon? Not going to put his name out because I get a yes on that. Is anybody going to crack about what happened? No, because everybody believes their own story. I mean, they even fooled the panel. Is the area Summer Moon in, is that where Candace goes fishing? We're going to get a yes on that one. Let me see. So far, it gave me every single same answer it gave me before. So nothing changed. So, and sometimes I ask the question 2 or 3 times, 4 times, because I want to make sure I'm getting it right. So, let me see. And like I said, I did ask about the photo. If she was deceased in the photo, I'll ask it again. Okay. And I just got this pendulum, but actually this is Amazonite is actually used for finding missing things and missing people. So that's why I got this one. And I actually feel a connection to it. So is Summer Moon, let's see, what was the question again? Was Summer Moon deceased in the picture, the controversial picture of her on milk jugs? Gives me a yes for that. Were filters or any enhancement used in that picture to make her look more alive? The answer is yes. Okay. So if her arm moved or whatever, it could have been involuntary, or they could have stopped the camera and moved it or whatever, the picture, because the camera's really fast. You can't really see. So I'll ask again. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells deceased in that picture of her leaning against the milk cartons? I feel like I want to cry. So that's yes every time I've asked that. Okay. So I'll ask again. Did Summer Moon Utah Wells ever make it back from the lake that day that she went missing? And as you see, it's changing directions to no. So according to my pendulum, the 10 times I've asked it, it says the same thing. Okay. Will the parents go to jail over this eventually? I get a yes on that. Okay. And actually, I had a syntax done, and in Candace's name, it came up that she will. Let's see. What was the other question I was going to ask? If we look in this area that I'm feeling very strongly about, and Spirit knows that area, will we find Summer Moon Utah Wells? I feel yes. Okay. I will get on the map and I will show you where the area is. I don't know exactly. I can't really pinpoint. I just know it makes me extremely sick on a map. It makes me extremely sick. I had somebody go there and I was watching and there was areas I felt things. So I didn't know if I was feeling it because of summer or not, but it is known. And did find it myself by feeling and going by things that were in her name and things that I knew. And then someone else confirmed, messaged me with the same address. Not going to say who that was. So let's see. You can't ask where things are or any of that. You have to ask a yes or no question. It doesn't give names, so you have to ask him a yes or no question, Blue Diamond. And actually the three males, I get 3 males around Summer Wells, as in abusing her. The dad, I think the other guy that was living there, and then this the one you guys all know who I'm talking about was with him that day. I'm wondering. Now, you guys have to know something about lie detector tests. This is why they're admissible in court. You can take any kind of Xanax or anything like that, or some kind of downer drug, and you can pass a lie detector test. You can also, depending on what the questions are, like if they have the timing wrong, you can pass a lie detector test. There's a actual case known. It was on Psychic Detectives, and I think it was Nancy Weber told these guys, hey, look, this guy upstairs is the one that killed this lady. They said, are you sure, Nancy? He passed the lie detector test. Yes, I'm sure. I'm positive. Okay, well, he passed the lie detector test, but we're going to look into it. She started describing him, and they said, okay, that's enough for me. We'll look into it. Turns out he was the one that did it, and guess what? He passed the lie detector test. So I'm just putting that out there as far as lie detector tests are concerned, depending on the questions that they ask and whatnot. So was Grandma with them when they were swimming? I never saw her in the vision. That doesn't mean anything. I get a no on that. Honestly, I think what was happening, if Grandma wasn't there, it happened during the time that they were at the lake. They picked her up. She's probably like, Grandma, what do I do? Or, Mom, what do I do? This happened. I think she's given their idea on covering it up, since that's what came in. So I'll ask it again. Was Grandma with them when they were swimming? Was Grandma with Summer Moon Utah Wells the day that they went swimming? Get a no. And actually, in that video, it sounds like a male. I'm sorry, unless she really sounds like a male. Okay, I'm trying to get to your pictures. Just hold on a second. Okay, was the mom messing around with the boy that she was with at the lake? Well, I said my reading was accurate, so I get a yes. I get a yes on that. Not a very big yes, but it's a yes. Is Dawn involved with a satanic cult? Get a no on that. Is Dawn in a motorcycle gang? A no on that. Does Mom know? I'm gonna have to say her name. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name. I think I have to say her name to ask these questions, to get a correct answer. Remember, entertainment purposes only, people. This is just a pendulum reading, so don't take anything serious and say it as fact, and you know what I mean. So, okay. So I think she does, but we'll just ask the pendulum. Does Candace know that Dawn was sexually abusing Summer? Get a yes on that. Okay. And does she know that Dawn is also messing around with the boys? Okay, I get a yes on that. Okay. Was the mom also abusing any of the children in any way? Summer and the boys? I get a no. Okay. I really do think that, she loved her kids and stuff. I think she got scared. She's going to lose them. And I don't know. And I think she's kind of, she's stuck in an abusive relationship. I know how that is. So I don't know if she's afraid of Dawn or something. And there's things that I know and I've been told that I don't want to repeat. I was told in confidence, so I'm not going to say it. I don't think she was stabbed, Lori, because it was an accident, but okay, I'll ask that question. Are the parents of Summer Moon Utah Wells involved in a pedophile ring? No. Is it possible that Summer Moon Utah Wells flew over a cliff of the side by her house? No. Remember, they already said she never made it home from the lake. I asked that, but okay. I will show you, Bella. I will tell you where I'm talking about. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells stabbed? It's a no. Okay. Like I said, pendulum is an extension of the user, but you sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Like I said, you have to kind of take it as it's used as a validation tool. It's an extension of the user. It's the higher, it works with the higher self. So, of course, law enforcement's looking at them as suspects, but I'll ask. Law enforcement looking at the family, Summer Moon Utah Wells family as suspects. Yes. Are the boys safe now? And you can tell, no, they're not. I already asked, is the boy in the video involved? Is the boy in the video involved in Summer Moon Utah as well as accident? Yeah, because he was there. Okay. Okay, was Summer Moon Utah Wells locked in the basement? Yeah, I think sometimes she was. Maybe. It's swinging yes for that. I did get kind of like a Rapunzel, locked in the castle kind of thing. And it's weird, she used princesses, and I didn't even know she liked them. So, again, I've asked this question multiple times. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells killed in an accident in the water? And I get a yes for that. Will Summer Moon Utah Wells' body be found? It's unsure on that one. It's saying no. But, things can, just like free will, and things can change as far as bodies go. And Lady Grace, I've asked that question already. Did Summer Moon Utah Wells drown? Always says yes. And the area I'm getting is not near Warriors Park. Okay, so is Summer Moon Utah Wells near Warriors Path State Park in a sinkhole or an underground cave? I get a no on that. I did get the boy already. I'm not saying any names, so I guess I can say, it said that he abused Summer. So the area that I am interested in is it the area? Yeah, I've asked about 10 times. Is it the area that Summer Moon Utah Wells is at? Is Summer Moon Utah Wells in an area where Candace goes fishing? Okay, every time I ask that question, I get a yes, and Spirit knows where I'm talking about. And I have to tell you, yeah, they did. I was blown away too by the behavior panel, dude. They said there was red flags, but then they're like, well, they look like they're telling the truth. And I'm like, are you serious? Because then I watched another case where the guy did tell the truth, and his wife actually was kidnapped and killed, and he was on there pleading for her life. You know, I'm doing everything I can to find her. He had hopes she would come home. He was putting out, you know, he had a Twitter account, he had a Facebook account, he had all these things going on for her, and he was actually hopeful she'd come home. And he behaved like he was telling the truth, which he was, because she was kidnapped and killed. Now, that's how they say you're supposed to behave. They're not behaving that way. So it's kind of like they're contradicting themselves, you know. They're contradicting themselves in what they say. This is how they're supposed to act, but these parents aren't acting that way. So no emotion except for when it comes to the boys, which was kind of weird. I've asked if he was involved in her because I thought so too, because of what I had heard on EVP, that on another channel, but I get no, that he wasn't involved in that part of it. See, was Dawn involved in, you know, Summer Moon Utah Wells' death? And I get it. It's like unsure. It gives me a no on that one. Because he wasn't there that day. Okay, he was at work, and I thought, well, maybe it was the day before. Maybe this video was of a different time, you know, and we're just going off of what she says. So how do we know it was that day? But every time I ask if she ever made it home from the lake, I get a no. And you know, so I do believe that he did molest her and stuff, but he wasn't there that day. Does he know what happened? Yes, I think he knows what happened. Does Dawn know what happened that day that Summer Moon Utah Wells went missing? Yeah, of course he does. Okay. Is Dawn covering for Candace? Okay, I get a yes. Okay. Did Dawn murder Summer Moon Utah Wells? And I get a no. Okay. Summer Moon Utah Wells died in an accident at the lake. Yeah, sometimes I slow down and switch. So I get a yes on that again. Okay. Well, there is a man that's living around that house that I do think was involved, but as far as, I'll say it again, okay? Was Summer Moon Utah Wells sold? No. Summer Moon Utah Wells abducted? No. Summer Moon Utah Wells run away? No. Did Summer Moon Utah Wells die in an accident? And it stops, and it switches to yes. Okay. Did Summer Moon Utah Wells ever make it home from the lake the day she disappeared? Stopping, changing directions. No. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells deceased in that picture of her on the milk cartons? Yes. Were there filters or something used to enhance that photo? Yes. Let me see. Crap. Yeah, red flag. I know. And I'm wondering if the red flags I saw in my first video are actually symbolic for actually red flags. I started thinking about that. It could be a new symbol that they're starting to give me. Did Summer Moon Utah Wells' mom do this on purpose? I get a no on that every time. And I can see grief on her, actually. I feel kind of bad for her in that way. I think she's, you know, people are telling her, no, you can't tell. But, I mean, I don't think she meant for it to happen. And let's see. Was Summer heir to an estate? I actually get a yes on that. So if we can confirm that, that would be a good validation. Well, it's already said no on this, Danielle. I've already asked. I'll ask again. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells dropped? They've already said that she passed in an accident the lake every time I've asked. So I'll ask this though. Was Summer dropped off at a perp's place on the way home? You get a no, okay? Was Grandma at the lake with them when Summer Moon Utah Wells was in the accident? I get a no. And honestly, in my reading, I didn't feel her. I saw 3 people there. Summer and the other 2. She is. I'll show you where I'm feeling at, because it keeps saying, because I do have to say, it does keep saying the area that I am sick at on the map, is that the correct area? It says yes every time to that, and I do feel sick there, so that is validating. It's the only place on the map I've ever felt sick. Let's see. Is there an insurance policy on Summer Moon Utah Wells? I don't know. It's giving me a no on that one. I've asked if she was given... No, you have to go away, Kat. I can't have you here right now. I asked if she was given medication or alcohol or drugs. It said no, but I'll ask again. Was Summer Moon Utah Wells ever given alcohol? Summer Moon Utah Wells ever given drugs? Okay, I don't get any of that. Okay, so this place, you guys can keep asking, but keep in mind you asked the questions too many times. I've asked. I did ask multiple times. Let's see. If Grandma's the one taking that video, she sounds just like a man. I know that's the story. The Summer's not on that property. I feel. We'll ask this question. Come on, Kat. She gave me a dirty look. Summer Moon Utah Wells disposed of on the way home from the lake that day. Okay. Yes. All right. Sorry, baby. That's what I think, Starry Night. I think so too, because if you listen to the voice, it sounds like a dude, like a teen dude. I have a teen dude. I know what teen dudes sound like. Unless her voice sounds like a teen dude, I'd like to hear her talk so that I can see. So I gotta stick on my shirt today. I am too, Summer. I am. There's some things that I heard that were concerning to me, and I do think yeah. Her story about the lake is very contradicting, because then she says that she wasn't with them when they went to the store, that the boy wasn't with them when they went to the store. Then she changed it and said he was, or vice versa. It was something like that. But I remember it was different. I think it's a male's voice too. And the person, and you know what? Tell me if I'm wrong in that video that there's panic. When I watch that video, I see panic. I feel panic. It's like she's like this driving, like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel panic immensely in that car. And every time I watch that video, I can feel the panic. When you guys watch that video, tell me if it doesn't look like she's panicked. And I'm getting chills right now, and it's not cold in my house. So I have not done a reading on her aunt. I'm going to try to. I don't know when. There was cases I was going to look for before. I know that everybody's saying the estate was wanted, blah, blah, blah. Every time I ask this, the pendulum states that this was not intentional, okay, that this was an accident. But in a way it is intentional if she wasn't paying attention to her, okay? And the fact that she didn't do right call or whatever. Well, I think they thought, I'm going to get in trouble for 1, being with a minor. For 2, out here drinking. For 3, They could take my other kids, find out that she's been sexually assaulted, all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, melatonin isn't bad, okay? I gave my son melatonin when he had problems sleeping because he has ADHD. So if it's given at night to go to sleep, that's not bad. So it's not really a bad thing. I take melatonin. Melatonin is actually a natural part of your body. Lots of kids on ADHD are given melatonin to sleep. It's better than an actual drug, so it's actually not bad. I mean, I can see that she's grieving and that she's guilt-ridden, but I think, for one, I think she's afraid of Dawn. For two, I think she just doesn't want to tell the truth because she doesn't want to get in trouble. Exactly. They do choose their kids over their boyfriends. Yes. I have to agree with that. I did ask that question, and the answer was yes, that they were doing things. Okay. Well, if you're kind of like, she's kind of like this, I can't explain it. Just watch it again and tell me if you don't see panic. Okay. If you don't see panic, because I want to know if I'm the only one feeling that. And it could be an intuitive thing. It could be because I'm an empath. Sometimes I can pick that up on people, but no matter, every time I watch that video, I feel nothing but panic. Not you. Get out of here. My cat. I wanted to go over the area that I have. I actually posted in the Psychic Sleuth group. So if you guys are not a part of the Psychic Sleuth group, you can, join the group, go in there and see where I'm talking about. So apparently it's pouring rain right now. Okay, so this area is, I have to find my pictures of it. Hold on. Because I was noticing a difference in the colors of the pictures. Like, there's two pictures out there, right? One, she looks very pale. Her lips look pale, everything. Another picture, all of a sudden, her lips are bright. I mean, sometimes kids' lips can be really bright, but they just seem abnormally bright to me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Every time I ask, it's an accident, and it wasn't on purpose, because when I asked this, did Candace murder Summer Moon Utah Wells? Swings to no, okay. But then I asked, did Summer Moon Utah Wells die in an accident at the lake? I get a yes, okay. Is Summer Moon Utah Wells an accident? And it swings yes big. So I don't think it was intentional. I mean, in a way it was, because she was not paying attention, and I actually, for the first time, felt something in this reading I've never felt before. I felt my foot slip on a rock. Now, I felt other things in readings. I felt the way people pass and stuff like that. And if you guys notice, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, in that picture, it looks like she's got, in the same spot where I said, on her left-hand side, so she's sleeping, so it would be the other way, the part that's not laying on the milk jugs, the other side, it looks like she's swollen and she's got a bruise there on one of the photos. It's not as prevalent on the one with the brighter lips, but it looks, and that's the same spot I felt the pain at. So it was pretty validating to me when I saw that picture. If this pendulum is right, I mean, like I said, I'm using it as validation. It is an extension of me. So it's always an extension of the user. Okay, I try to clear my mind, but there are things that it's like I feel like I know. And I was doubting my reading a lot because of that picture. People saying, well, she's alive, she moved her hand, blah, blah, blah. For one, you have involuntary movements afterwards, and the car is moving, and they could have taken one picture, stopped it, taken another. I mean, there's different things. There's ways you can explain that. So, things that I noticed about this area. Okay, so 434 Riverport, if you put that in, that's actually an area that's known for her fishing. The way that I found it, the before it was sent to me, well, she showed it to me a couple weeks ago, and I just kind of dismissed it, honestly, because it didn't really look like what I was getting. I was confused at what I was getting. So I had somebody do a syntax on Summer Moon's name. Now, she's very good at what she does. She's able to pick out words that describe what happened and things about her. There was things that came out in Summer's name that I didn't even know, like, or I didn't get in the reading, like dancer or dance. I didn't get that in her reading, although I know she loved to do it now. But that even came out in her name. Aunt Rose came out in her name. And there are words that are in this area that came out in her name. Okay, Bay was in her name, bays. So that got me looking over here at the bays, which is 20. It's 23, which I got 23, right? But it turns to 26. So sometimes it shows 23, sometimes it shows 26 on the thing. But it goes kind of in between the mountains. All right, I think that might have come in Gannon, a road between the mountains. Anyways, when you come out on the other side, right before Domtar Park, there's a railroad trestle. When I hit that railroad trestle, probably a reference point, I got extremely sick. So then I remembered I had gotten an H name the day before randomly, and I was lazy and I didn't write it down, and I couldn't remember it the next day. It tells me it was from Spirit. I think it's the Holston Heights, because when I saw that, I was like, okay, Holston, that sounds familiar. I think that was it. So I don't know exactly where it's at, but every time I look on the map on here, I get sick. I get a headache. I get nauseous. I have all these things happen to me. There's a pond on the other side. Horse was in her name. Horse Creek is there. And it kind of started coming up. Oh, maybe there's some interconnects from other readings, because my other readings, a lot of it, I've had industrial places and things like that. So when I saw that industrial place, I was like, okay, that's kind of clicking a little bit, because I've gotten that in a lot of readings. Hasn't really fit too much. I remember I had a dream in Stephanie where I was shown, like, it's actually in one of these pictures, very close to that address I just gave you. It's like, you know how they have just a spot with just a bunch of electric towers. I was shown that. Baseball field was coming in randomly. I didn't post that, but it was something that came in when I was talking to someone else. That's there. That came in very strongly in Dulce as well. But there's just stuff here like sewer that's come in a lot of my readings, I think all the way back to Cheryl. That's here. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I just know I've been to many places on the map. I try to check out every place that you guys send me, and this is it. Now, Warriors Park could have been a pool because they were there that day. This actually isn't far from there. Okay, so I'm going to read some of these questions. Hold on a second. Yeah, and that's one thing I do feel like it's just dark, and I don't know if it's a well, I don't know if it's just a hole, but I just feel like I'm being dropped down something, and it's dark, and in the bottom of it, it's wet. So it can be like, I know out there they have like these holes and stuff where they go fishing. It could be a place like that. So So yeah, okay, Starry Night. So panic, and I get chills when I say that. So that to me is truth. Anytime I get chills regarding something, I seem to get chills a lot when I'm on live with you guys. If I hit something that's true, yeah. So panic. I felt that too in the video, and I haven't been able to shake that. I mean, if you guys watched the reading, that's what I saw. So that's all I can tell you is what I saw. I can't guess. Like I said, I felt like my foot slipped on rocks and I went underwater. But I felt like the rocks were like in the water for some reason. Like, you know, sometimes when you're standing and then like you step off and you fall, like it's deeper than you think. Like that's kind of how it was. Even if you're driving under the influence, if you watch that and you take into consideration what I said, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. It feels like panic. Yes, she turned around and looks and wonders why. And the other thing, too, is she says, is her arm up? And Candace says no, but she never looks back. So how does she know if her arm's up or not? She didn't turn back and look. My mind, I should be a behavioral analyst because I'm really involved in that. And I really do watch and pay attention to things like that. And I'm like, wait, this story contradicts this story. Like the story of her walking, where did that ever go? That was in the 911 call. So it was definitely a story. You can hear the 911 dispatcher say the mom went on a walk. When she came back, the kid was gone. And the dispatcher says, oh, she went on a run, walk, whatever. And she said, yes. Okay, so you have that story. Then you have this one. And before the details of the candy, the washing the hands weren't there, all of a sudden now there are. You turn your head for 2 seconds, 2 minutes in your house, and Summer Moon is gone. Like, I can't turn my house. I mean, I guess I could, but I mean, my door is right where I am all the time. So I don't know. For 2 seconds and she's gone. 2 minutes. I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. Exactly. Okay. Person states they were trying to get Summer with her hands up. Yeah. Which we could have put her hand up real quick and then it fell or something. You know what I mean? I agree, Star. Now, I'm not saying that she's innocent in any means. I'm not saying that. It was an accident. She should have called. She should have said what happened, whatever. The fact that she's hit her and all of that, I do think was Grandma told her to do that. It's possible she called Dawn and Dawn said, no, this is what you need to do. I mean, I would think that they would have all that evidence if she did call Dawn, but I think really it was. And I also said, and you're talking about how another reader said that the boy saw something. You watched my first reading, I said the oldest boy knows something. Okay. You can tell by the way he looks down anyways, but Spirit confirmed it that he knows something. The way that Dawn touches him in the video, although the panel said, oh, he's just using him as a comfort, it made me. I don't know any man that really touches their oldest son on the back like that much. Okay. I did not see an abandoned nuclear plant, sorry. But this is a, what I said. It feels more marshy than, I don't feel like metal or anything around me. It doesn't feel like a cave. It's more like maybe a marshy hole or an underground well or, I really don't know, you know. I feel just like I'm down in something. So if they're looking for her, you know, you need to make sure you're looking in holes or things that look like they can go down or be, you know, in a dark hole. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to all the things and they keep moving. 1 second. Trying to get to your questions. Okay. Okay, saw that one. Head. Yeah, and I did get a reference to the head. The head is very prevalent in this for some reason. And in that picture, it looks like she's bruised and swollen. If you look at the one that's not, if you look at the picture that's not filtered or whatever, because I'm sorry, no kid's lips are that bright red. And then she's wearing a jacket and pants. And I heard it's really hot out there. And they got the window down. And I don't know. Just there's so much odd about that picture that the pendulum keeps saying that she was gone in that picture, and every time I ask it, it says the same thing. So I really have to go with that. And when I first saw that picture, my heart sank. So intuitively, and they did leave the boys home alone that day, apparently, if Grandma went. Now, not the lake. That doesn't mean she wasn't at the hospital or wherever. I don't know. Because they said they dropped her off and went to the lake. Yeah, and that Starry Night, that's the thing about my readings is sometimes they can be very vivid, very visual, and that's how I see them. So when I'm talking, you should be able to follow along. If you're any type of clairvoyant or visual or anything, it will take you on a ride. You will be able to see what I see, and it's crazy because sometimes it is that vivid. And I do feel summer's pretty strong. Yes, the kids were left alone. If she was there. It keeps moving. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't drive at all. Yeah. I actually had someone go there and they were video chatting me and I just got sick again. I don't know exactly where in that area, though. I'm having a hard time because I did see like a clearing with the building, and I can't find that there. Can be an interconnect, Yeah, exactly. Baseball fields. Yeah, yeah, you're right. That bird never talks like that. He never makes that much noise. So was my son's, and now I've taken him over. It's a lovebird. Usually isn't that noisy. I hope so, Starry Night. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. It would have to be scoured, that area. I do think law enforcement's way ahead of us. I do think they're watching. I think that they're taking everything into consideration, And Lori, as far as locations, TBI, law enforcement, they don't listen to me. You know how many times I've called a tip line and they just like, okay, nothing ever comes of it. So we have to get searchers and do it on our own, I think. The tunnel could very well be more of a reference point. It's not ordinary. You're right. Yeah, exactly. They are. And especially if it's from a psychic that they've never worked with before, they can't trust. So, I just give up talking to them at this point. Sometimes they're open to it. I mean, I've worked with an old prosecutor, and he was very open to working with me because he had his own experiences growing up. And I worked with him in Beverly Warzay. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Case. It's a very cold case. It was one of the first podcasts I did with American Crime Cast. And he called me. We talked a lot for hours. And I would tell him things, and he would say, I don't know how you know that, because no one knows that. Only the investigators know that. Although I told them all this, his boss was just like, or the lead detective was just like, no. And then you have a cop come on in the second episode of that. I don't even know if he has them up anymore, saying, I was surprised. She said that he hid in the closet, and he was hiding in the closet. He was known to hide in the closet. So it was actually their main suspect was who I was describing. So that was the only time I've ever had the police work with me. I might have something going with Andrea's case. And in that way, I just don't know yet. They were giving me a break because of my surgery. So we'll see how that goes. It's Sorry, guys, I'm getting kind of uncomfortable here. I'm getting asked if she's in a white storage container that oddly is out of place off the bank, because we saw that when we were there, or when she was there. I was there, kind of. I was on, what do you call it? I was on the phone, but okay, babies. You guys are getting weird, loud tonight. Feeling spirit or something? Okay, is Summer in a white storage container out of place off the bank of the river. So I'm getting no for that. I mean, she can still check it, but I mean, I know that there's other people missing in that area. I could oddly be picking up on that, but my pendulum says it's the right place. I can't get away from it. I've noticed if there's areas I can't leave, it's important. For instance, Linda. Okay, I didn't want to leave her work, or not her work, his work. I didn't want to leave his work. I even told, I told the guy we were working with that lived there, please go check this out, because there's a lot in this area that I'm getting. Linda mentioned that he went to the work and then he left. So we need to check that out. Well, I don't know if he didn't look in the right spot, whatever. I went ahead and I let people leave me away from that area, sending me to different areas and stuff. Ended up that's where she was at. So, I'm trying harder to listen to myself. When I feel really strong pull and I get sick in an area, I'm trying to say, okay, this has got to be it. It's got to be. So, yes, if you guys, whoever said that, hit the like button. Whoop, whoop. I think this is the most I've ever had on a live before. And, of course, I look like hell, so whatever. You guys can look it up if you want to find the area I am talking about. Okay. As long as this doesn't get out and she's freaking moves her, which they're watching her. I don't think she can. Ever since I went to that area, now I've got, my whole body hurts. I gotta find it on because I sent it to my group. It's weird because the name of the kid, there's a name of the street in this area. Oh, also in this area is some other things, some other road names by there. Okay, so randomly the word s'mores came up in her name. There's a s'mores road in Bay's thing. But then in this area, my friend kept asking me about moose and melons because that was in her name. Well, there's a road moose and melons, but spelled differently in that area. So that was kind of weird. What did I do with the damn thing? What are you doing? No, I needed to spend time with her tonight, and then I decided to do this live. Because of my stupid surgery, I haven't spent much time with my birds, so they're a little mad at me right now. I feel bad. Okay, where the hell is that? I just gave it to you guys. I know I did. I think it's Riverport. Just look up Riverport Drive. Fuck, I don't know where it went. It's 4-something-4. It's like 434. 434 Riverport. Thank you, lady, for doing this again for me tonight. I don't know how you always do that. Yeah, I know. I mean, kids do, lay everywhere, but I mean, I would never lay my kids on milk cartons, and they didn't have her in a car seat. That bugs me the most. Apparently, she never drove her on a car, never put her in a car seat. So that drives me nuts. But I mean, she did have a jacket and stuff on, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, she had the other side of the car to put her on, or put the milk in the trunk. Like, I don't know. I get upset because she lies so much. Like, and then the behavioral panel drove me nuts when I watched that video. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me? They said, oh, she's not diverting from her story. She's diverted from her story like 10 times. She's diverted from her story. And now it's so rehearsed. I'm like, I asked them, I said, what if it's so rehearsed from saying it so many times? And then the other thing they said was, why would she bring in her mom and her kids into it? Normally you don't bring other people in that can tell on you. If these people all have the same story and they're all going to say the same story. And I was like, what about, the diverting from everything? I mean, it's just weird. I'm sorry about my birds. I don't know why they're so loud tonight. They must be feeling something. Though the grandmother does know. Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying it's exactly that spot. That's the spot where she goes fishing. But that whole area, I feel sick and I can't pinpoint exactly where. My pendulum, I'm still learning how to use it on a map, because I tried the paper maps, but it doesn't give you everything. So it's hard. Then I have to go to the online maps, and it's just, I haven't found it to be very accurate yet. I haven't tried this one, though. This one is supposed to be accurate in finding missing people and stuff, or missing things. Amazonite. So I don't know exactly where in that spot, but that whole side that runs along Bays, it's like the other side of Bays, makes me sick. And thank you for whoever said I didn't look bad. I appreciate that. Uh-oh. Nope. Nobody bark. My dogs are outside. I'm going to have to let them in. Shh. Okay. If they bark, I'll just mute myself real quick. I think she's being medicated. She's probably being medicated by her. I don't know. I feel like it's a heavy anxiety med, And I think too. I asked them. I said, They said yes. Drugs can have an effect on their tells. Also, she has Bell's palsy, and she's. It would be hard for her face to tell anything. I don't know. I know that, she's probably taking this time to go to a doctor and getting some, maybe Xanax or something. She does tell, if that is grandma, I swear I think it's the boy, but that's just me. Shoot. It's okay, guys. I'll let you guys in a minute. Want to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, according to the pendulum, my reading is correct. Because I also asked if my reading was accurate, and it gave me a yes every time. Asked if she drowned in an accident, I got yes. Asked if she ever made it home that day, I got no. I asked if the picture was posed, and she was, hey! I asked if the picture was posed, and they used filters or something to make it look more lively. I got a yes. You would think, Erica. I mean, they had a jacket on her, but I mean, I don't know. It's just that whole thing. It just doesn't sit right with me. And I did try to follow other avenues in my reading. I tried to follow an abductor. I tried to follow her running off. It just wouldn't lead that way. This is where it took me. So, She does. I don't think she was in the car. I think it was the boy, but I mean, I could be totally wrong. I did. So 434 Riverport. Okay. It does look like my exit because it looks like, hey, let you in a minute. They're usually not out this late, but it's been hot, so they're out when it's cooler. So when you go, it is right. Like before you go over the overpass to a major city, you take a right there on this road. So that does, and there's a train trestle right there too. So that when I saw that, for some reason when I hit that point, I got sick. So that the way that you turn is right. The only thing I couldn't find was, like I said, a clearing with a building. It could be another case. It could be, because I do pull in interconnects. Could be another case, or it could be that I just can't see it on the map. I don't know exactly. All along that way, all the way to where it hits more, I think, Jared or something. Or there's a cheerleading spot on the other side. I think someone said someone got dance. Dance is actually in her name, so I don't know if it's because she liked to dance or it's possible leading to her location. Hello. Yeah, they haven't found him. Or in Orson. I had an area I wanted to go check, and then I had surgery, so it just didn't. I never didn't get back out there. There was the only area that I got sick in, so I wanted to go check it, and I didn't get back out there. Quit. I know I have something on my shirt. Yeah, 23 is the road right there. The road that goes between two mountains, so it goes past Bays area. It's actually 23, and then it turns to 26. So it's 23 and 26 on that road. It actually crosses 11 West, which I was drawn to as well, and did come in her name. 11 West came in her name. West came in her name as well, so this would be the area. This would be the West. Dude, the behavioral, yeah, dude, I wanted to reach through and choke them, and exactly. I'm like, dude, they fooled you guys. Because he said if they ended up doing it, I'll be, they fooled you guys. Sorry. They just got their story straight, that's all. And when you're drugged up, hey, excuse me. Yeah, it can get to you badly. I know, and the video is very fast, too. It's not like, okay, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I videotape my kid, it's usually, I'm like videotaping, like, oh, how cute, they're sleeping, oh, like that's how I've always taken videos. It's not like real quick and then back. It's never been like that. It was almost like a proof of life thing. I don't know about you guys, but I've never taken a quick video like that of my kid. I mean, it's always like, oh, let me film him for a little bit while he's sleeping, I don't know. Yeah, it has been going on quite a while, an hour, Carol, so you might have to rewatch it when it's over. Yeah, that threw me too, was the quickness of it. But, Brandy, I think you need some more people out there with you. I wish we could get, like, a group together because we're looking for, a good hidden spot that, like I said, I'm looking for a dark hole that's, like, I don't know if there's water or wet. I'm just wet. It feels like kind of a marshy type area, and I do feel like I'm kind of in the woods, and I see it the same all the time, so that's why I think it's accurate. It's like which would match this, it would match my reading in the way that I went. So like I said, before you go over that overpass, you would take a right. Okay, as you go down, there's the river on this side, and then on this side is where I think the body is. I think she's opposite the river. Yeah, exactly. That was the only red flag besides they said, sorry, this is what I get switched around my ADHD. So The full interview, they said the red flag was at the end was a mom showing emotion for the brother, not Summer. Also, the mention of the past tense was basically the only red flags they said for her. I think a red flag was him rubbing up on his son all that whole time, but and that he was rehearsed, you know. So anyways, let me go back to this, what I'm seeing. And I see this every time. So I know it's got to be accurate because it's something that always repeats. So before you go through, so before you go over the bridge, right there, you turn right. I guess it's Riverport. So the river's on this side. So she's going to be on opposite the river. I don't think she's in the water, like the river water. I don't think she's in the river. I never got that. I feel like I'm across from the river. Like there might be a little area on this side where I don't know. I know that maps look different than real life. I learned that from when I was looking for the boys. Nothing looks right on a map compared to real life. So and I think Ellie knows. I just don't think they have evidence. Just like I think they know with Warren and Orson, but they don't have any evidence. Sorry, top of my back is hurting for some reason. But anyways, so I want to go on this road, okay? And I she's gonna be, I think, on the right side. I always feel the right. I could be mirrored. She could be in the water, but I don't think so. I think she's going to be across from the river, okay? Smells as far as, okay, so what I smell and what I hear a lot of birds and a lot of like frogs and things like that. It makes me feel like I'm near water. Like I said in my reading, I smelled musky, a musky kind of smell, wet kind of smell. There might even be a little bit of stink in the air. I don't know how to explain that. So I was looking for a little clearing. Now, I think the train trestle might be a reference point, okay? Because that came in strong. I didn't even know what a trestle was, so therefore I feel like it's accurate. And I heard the word trestle. I feel like it's accurate. And the fact it's right there where you turn, I think it's a reference point. I don't really know how far down that road she is. What I'm looking for, like I said, I'm looking for an area, like, put me in a hole. I don't feel like I'm buried because I don't think she would have taken the time to bury me, but I feel like I'm hidden well enough. I feel like the hole is damp and a little wet at the bottom. I don't know if she's in anything. I know originally I got a black bag, but I don't know if that was evidence or something else. And I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying to feel it a little bit better. What's weird is I did say lagoon, huh? You know what's funny is when they were swimming, I thought it was a lagoon, and I said lagoon, so it is possible. I didn't, like I said, where I'm talking about, this is the only area I felt anything. I've been all over that damn map. I went to Laurel Park, didn't feel anything. Warriors Park, didn't feel anything. I followed this to get there, and I felt something. Then Brandy sent it to me, and boom, okay, I got it. That's weird that it's the same place I'm feeling something at, right? Well, yeah, west, okay, but it's still a W, right? West. West comes in her name, W for West. Okay, understand? So I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can see around me. Okay, I can hear cars, so I don't think I'm too far from the road. There's some kind of tower or something by me. Well, I think it might be a metal white tower or something. It could be an electric tower. What do you mean, Amber? This isn't I don't think this is a cell phone tower. I think it might be an electric tower. And what's weird is I did see one on the map that kind of sticks out. It's like white and it sticks out on the map. I think that might be it. I don't think I'm too far from the train trestle. Okay. This isn't I don't think this is a cell tower. This is an electrical tower because I can see how it's made, and there is one on the on the map, okay? There's one on the map. If you pull this up on Google Maps, I think you can see it. It kind of like just sticks out. I think that's what I'm seeing. Is that electrical tower sticking out? And I think electrical towers do run that way on this side of the road. So I don't think she's far from the train trestle. She's got to be in that area that we were at today, Brandy. It's just maybe, I don't know, maybe we just weren't in the right place, or maybe we missed her, because whenever I was in that area today, I was on this FaceTime with her. I was falling asleep, but I still felt sick. Let's see. Well, I did see. Now the tunnel can still make sense, okay? Because I do think if you go the other way, you pass it. That tunnel is either on the way or in the area. You have to remember, spirit speaks like puzzle pieces, okay? So they give different things on the way in the area to get you to where this is, all right? I don't think she was moved around a lot. I feel like she took her from the place they were at. They brought her here, they hit her, and then they went home. And they're like, oh shit, we got to make up a story. That type of thing. That's why in my first reading, I got the timing was off, because it was off by a few hours. I don't know what I keep getting the night before, though. I don't know what that's about, because I got that. I heard another psychic got that, and then we got it in our EVP, so I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm not in Tennessee. I'm in California. So I have to send other people. Sorry. And I'm having another surgery, so it's just not a good time for me. I mean, I've found them, but nobody listened, and then it ends up like Stephanie. I had her area the whole time, and I couldn't get anybody to listen to me. I had it posted in my group. That's where she was, off the side of Route 9, like I said. Linda at the work, like I just kind of explained, I was trying to get it looked at because she said that he was at the work and then he left. So there was a lot of stuff in that area that I got that I was looking for. I did find this girl named Cassie. It was one of my first cases I worked on. I helped the family find her. I told them that there was these tracks in the mud and that she was close by there. So they were out looking and they saw these tracks in the mud, and so they called the police. They brought dogs. They hit the water, found her a little ways down. So, I mean, my readings have been very accurate as far as people being where I said they were. So this is, and I'm closing my eyes so I can get the full feel of the area for you guys. All right. Like I said, I felt birds. I heard birds galore. It's like crickets or frogs or you know, how it is when you're in kind of a wet area. But yeah, I in the places that I mentioned, when I say a tower, and then I say yeah, it's there. It goes right past Bays, and I said Bays in the beginning. Bays is in her name, and so is 23. So it's very validating for me. All right, I mean, yeah, she has no emotions with it. I really, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to get off here and let my dogs in a minute. They're barking at something, probably a raccoon or something. Hold on. Dogs are out because it's hot during the day, so I let them out to run around, and they're barking at the dogs across the street are barking. I don't know. Right? She only says, "Hey, baby girl, what you doing?" And when I walk by her, she'll say, "Hey, baby girl, what you doing?" And she says, "Come on, come on, come on. Hey, baby." And I think I heard her say a couple other things, right? Like the movie Bird Box. My dog is being, she never sits here like this. Hi, baby. Okay, stop. Stop. No growling. Poppy, stop. Get out of here. I got a no on that. Saley, I don't think he was, I got that if he was involved, and I got no on that. He wasn't even around. I mean, I guess they know that he was at work for sure. I don't know. I got to log in a different reading. I don't know if it would fit here. I do get interconnects. Oh, I see holes in this story. Totally. I mean, that's why I said I don't agree with the panel. I mean, why do you say, oh, we washed, it was like, we washed our hands. I walked her inside. When did she ever need to walk her inside? She's like 20 feet from the thing. She got a piece from a candy from grandma. You know what I mean? She won't answer. She'll just say, "Hey, baby girl." She doesn't like talk. Stop. It's okay. Stop. It's okay. Okay. Dogs across the street are barking. So it could be a building. Like I said, it could be like, one of those little outbuildings, because I did get an outbuilding. It could be, how sometimes they have like little outbuildings and they have machinery or something in it, or I don't even know. I just want to see like a brown, I know that brown outbuilding I do see. My gosh, guys, stop. mean, if her aunt's on the other side, which, I mean, she disappeared into thin air, so probably. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think in the beginning she was worried about giving away things. Like, that's why she took so long to speak. That's not a zoo, Starry. Fish don't bark. I really do have a zoo. And my birds, they're never this loud, so I don't know what their problem is tonight. So I know it's weird that they're this loud tonight. They probably don't pay attention. Like I said, since my surgery, I haven't given the attention I wanted to give. My computer's dying. 1 second. I'm getting a couch tomorrow because this one is so uncomfortable on my back that I don't know. It's a cheap one, but I don't know if it's going to fit in here. Yeah, there is. That's what I'm saying. It was like I was seeing it from the... It's like I saw it, and then I remembered that it was on the map. Better than I was. Let's just say that. Midori's probably ticked at me. Right. I'm asking if I can get permission to say something real quick. That's why I'm texting. I don't know. It would just be a reference point. Okay. So, I wanted to get permission before I said this, and I won't say who said it. So there's a conversation where the grandma, something is said to the grandma like, I hope Summer isn't hurting or something's wrong with her or something. And the grandma, and that I hope she's not hurting. And the grandma says, Summer's not hurting, Candace is. What does that tell you guys? If Summer's not hurting, it means no one has her, no one's hurting her. It means they know exactly where she is. And like I said, I guess she never put Summer in a car seat, and there was also the boys were trying to do things to each other. That was another thing. So I have to tell you that too. But yeah, I mean, why would your grandma say that? No, Summer's not hurting. Candace is. That really got to me. It really got to me. I was like, oh my geez, Lord, who would say that? what grandma would say that? If so, I mean, wouldn't you be worried that your granddaughter is missing and worried if she's being hurt? Okay, and this is from a good source. This is not a rumor or anything like that. So, like I said, Bays is in her name, so it's gotta fit. Plus, that's where the nature preserve is. It didn't have anything to do with Candace. Candace wasn't even in the area. I think she was meeting her cousin or something. I mean, I really don't know until I do a reading on it, if I get to that. But it just makes you realize that they know that she's gone. She's gonna be a cousin or something. Was that was the only thing I heard. I mean, and like I said, like she didn't go to the doctor the whole time she was pregnant. I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter. I mean, I would think you would want to make sure your kid's okay, but I mean, people in the South think differently about that kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that really bugged me when I heard that. I was like, that confirmed it for me. Okay, that really confirmed it for me. And I heard it, it wasn't like a rumor or anything. Exactly. And I think that, like I said, Summer was almost like an ADHD kid. She had lots of energy. She was very bossy. She was very, she's a full, bright, spirited child. And, I just don't think they could handle that too. I don't know, Carol, until I do a reading. I can't say. Like I said, until I get deep and I'm doing a reading, I can't, I'd have to see. But she's going to meet a cousin. That's all I know. So, well, I mean, there's, she went at one time, but you can get insurance when you're poor like that. I mean, they have Medi-Cal and other things like that, but sometimes they just don't feel like that, Like I said, Summer was a bright light in a dark world, and a lot of time, star seeds and bright beings and people that are very this happening will make a difference. As hard as it is to understand, we have contracts with people. She had this contract with her mom. And so, as hard as it is to handle, they had something that they had to work out, a contract that had to happen. And, it's hard to understand that when we're here, when we're on the other side, we get it better. But, oh, yes. Okay. Also, this person asked, Candace, hey, can we go fishing? I want to go fishing. Can you tell me a good fishing spot to go? And she told her, I'm never going fishing again. I'm going to sell my fishing stuff. So, and like I said, I had her there in the area today, and we both got sick. She got sick too, and anxiety. But there were certain areas. I didn't mention the dancing, but dance is in her name. Yeah, I did see that there's a cheer thing there. Yeah. I mean, I would have gladly taken that little girl. I have a very strong connection to her. I've worked a lot of cases, and I can't say I've never had this connection, because I did, there was, Anaya was one I had a really strong connection to. She wasn't a kid, but you know what I mean. But I've worked a lot of cases, and some I just have more of a connection to than others. Oh, another case, because you asked if I found anybody. So Kenneth Howard, if you guys have watched that case, you watched my reading on it. That was crazy. Okay, I told everybody, and that's why I said if this summer would have ran off, they would have showed me that case, or they would have showed me a similar thing. I told him, I said he ran off chasing bugs, and I said the name of the dog that ended up finding him. I said Spider-Man, and they used the Spider-Man chair to find him. And I said, look, he's up this way. I actually sent people to look for him, and they were right below him. They wouldn't climb it. And I said he would be found in a couple of days, and I actually put myself there. I remote viewed, and I told him, I said, look, you need to come out so they can find you. Everything's going to be okay. He was found the next day. And they actually used the dog's name that I found. I can't remember what it is right now, that I said to use a Spider-Man chair to find him. I also got horses, and they needed horses. So he was alive. I knew he was alive. I felt that he ran off. That was one of my very most accurate readings. The family actually asked for the reading, but I was never mentioned that I helped on that case. The police even said, oh yeah, he ran off chasing bugs probably. That's exactly what my reading said. So, that's what I'm saying. When you send things to police and you talk to police, and then, and they're not going to say, yeah, a psychic helped me do this or whatever. So, like I said, they had my reading. I actually sent them my reading, and they actually said points from my reading on the news about Kenneth chasing bugs and running away. So, yeah, I like to say that I helped find him. There was another one where there was another kid that ran off, and I told him, I didn't put this one public. It was in my group. I said, I see a bush. He was found in a bush. He had went and gotten stuck in a bush. It was really weird. So those are a couple other questions, or a couple other, cases that I've worked on. So let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I had a strong connection to Melania Davis, but it was weird. Like, hers included so much other cases. Couldn't really zone in on her too much. I ended up getting a lot of other cases with hers. So as far as her area, it was a little bit harder. Shit. I'm getting to where I don't get as many interconnects, and I'm able to zone in more on the area, I think. I do think she was jealous of Summer because of, I think she knows what was going on in that way. So in a way, everything is her fault. But as far as like, it wasn't on purpose, you know what I mean? If I can get any clear EVPs, I will. I was actually doing it, and I was trying to do Delphi, and they said Rochelle. They're like, Rochelle. It was crazy. It's on. I have it on a video somewhere, but I have to like cut it off, like to show you just that part, because there's all just a bunch of other. You'd have to really listen. So I don't know. I just have a really strong. I don't know why my birds are so noisy tonight. I keep promising them that I'm gonna spend time with them, and then Yeah, she should have. I mean, I look back and there's things I should have done differently when I was in a situation. So I can't really judge in that way. So if you guys have not known or read about my book, you can find it on Amazon. I want to put that out there. I feel like it's a good teaching story about abuse and the spiritual side of it. All of that twin flame kind of thing. Yes, I do. It is called R&R Love, a twin flame story. It is on Amazon. I think the paperback is like $11.11, and the online version is like $9. I'll put it here. Let's see. I don't know why that bird never makes any noise. I don't know what his problem is tonight. Fuck. It's on Amazon. Oh, Lady A. Actually, I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I actually hope I've tried to get it published. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I couldn't find an agent or a publisher. I'm getting publishers all the time. I was gonna pay for it to be published. I might still do that one day. Just kind of expensive, but I feel like we wrote it to help a lot of people. I feel like it will help a lot of people, and the people that have read it really seem to like it. They cried, so you will cry. They felt deeply with it, so I've gotten 5 stars on it so far. I've heard it's a really good book. I've had a couple people read it in a couple days, so if you're interested in that, I just want to throw that out there. I need to start kind of putting it out there again. There's the links are, if you guys have a Facebook, I have a page that's called, the same thing as the book. You can go there and get the links off there if you can't find it. So, I think with this pendulum, we've gotten, I wrote it. It took me 5 years to write, and I've had it out for like 3 years now. So haven't really made anything on it. Hopefully one day it'll get bigger. And I've been told I'll write more books, so I'm a huge procrastinator. Well, that's how I feel. She says it's the grandma. I don't know. I feel it was him, but that's me. It sounds like him to me. I know the grandma sounds like a dude supposedly, but for some reason it sounds like me. But yeah, I don't know. I get really sick in this area, so it could be something else, but I know the grandmother has a deep voice. This voice wasn't deep though. It was like a teenager's. I'm telling you. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just what I felt. It's okay. It's okay. They're just being. She just wants in. I'm gonna get her in a minute. I know. So, because I started questioning my reading, because I started thinking, well, did Dawn do it? Because, I just started questioning, because I could think I got the night before. So, in the first reading, so I'm like, did something happen the night before? And then this video wasn't from this time, and so that was something that went in my mind. So that's why I asked Pendulum if he was involved, and I keep getting no. But then the EVP kind of says something different. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know they do. I think so too. I think it's a young person's voice too. I think it is. I do too. I'm with you, Starry Night, on that one. I'm with you, Starry Night, on that one. It doesn't sound like. So, I mean, I don't know if that's just coming from my higher self for me, because like I said, they're an extension of you. I mean, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. I wouldn't, it just was just validating my reading, and I think it's accurate, but I don't know. EVP was like if you watch Saving Spirits, like her EVP basically said Dawn did it. So it had me thinking, you know what I mean? I started going over my reading, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I hope I didn't release the wrong stuff, and hope I got this right. And because the night before it came in, and I was like, but then how would they have that video unless it really wasn't that day? And so my mind just started going crazy. So I hope this is accurate, you guys. I really do. Yes, Marcy. Okay. Because I know like I said, Bays comes in her name, and there's other streets around there that come up in her name. So I thought that was weird. And it's an area I just can't leave. I don't know. I didn't see her look in the rear view. I think she answered no before she ever looked. Plus, you can't look in the rear view that fast and see something. Unless it was really fast. I don't know. I do too. I do too. It sounded like the 15-year-old boy. It didn't sound like Grandma at all. That's what I heard, but I don't know if it's true. Yeah, maybe. That could be it. Because I know in that if you watch Saving Spirits EVP, it said Dawn did it. So unless she's misunderstanding what the words are saying, which is very possible. And EVPs, it's just kind of like a pendulum. Like you can't really. Sometimes they're true. Sometimes you get the tricksters in there. I want to try to do my own. I'm gonna have to try my thing out, see if it works. I hope so. I'm pretty sure she threatened him, so. I'm just texting my people in my group. Let's see. I hope so. Hey, you're back again. I don't get that Dawn was there. He might have told her where to go or something, but I got this was done on the way back from the lake. And he was at work. We know he was at work, so he couldn't have. He can't be in two places at once. Apparently, they know he was at work. Hey, what do you want? Yeah, I'm hoping so. Card team? What's the card team? Ah, stupid thing. What? I don't. Yeah, and then the pendulum said that she wasn't there at the swimming hole. I think maybe she told her what to do after. I don't know. You know what you guys can do to help this happen, right? You just pray. I mean, I've seen prayer, like I said, do amazing things. When if you watch Psychic Detectives or whatever, they've prayed for things to happen that happen. I mean, they prayed for someone to confess, and he woke up hearing voices. They prayed for someone to let this kid go because he was being held captive, and they had him standing over his hole they were going to bury him in with a gun to his head, and all of a sudden he just let him go, and they had a prayer circle going. So if you really want her to crack, and you really want Summer's body to be found, then start praying. That's my suggestion. That's what you can do as a whole. You know, you got 96 people on here. You guys all pray for that. You know, it makes a big difference. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it does work. I know. That's what I'm saying. Ugh. And they said it was for comfort. And I'm just like, it's more than that. I mean, ugh. You know, because like I said, my source are saying that she's seen the boys trying to do stuff to each other. Where'd they learn that from at that age? I won't say it on here what it is, but if you guys use your imaginations, you know. So, what? Now you're meowing? Why is everybody so talkative? You're meowing, they're chirping. He never chirps. She, whatever it is. Yeah. I still can't believe that the grandma said that, though. Like, oh, Summer's not in pain. Candace is. It's like, dude, like, unless you knew that she was deceased and she's not in pain anymore, then how would you know that? And why would you care more about Candace right now than a child? So, I mean, if you guys use your imagination, the boys are trying to do it to each other, okay? So, there's a lot of secrets in this house. There's a lot of things that are in the dark that I hope come to light. I agree. They all kind of are. And like I said, when it came to freaking what are they called? That panel, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they had fooled them like that. Right? Because her knee hurt so bad. Story, like I said, we have contracts with people. This was part of the contract. She chose to come here to learn these lessons. I know we think when we're here, there's horrible lessons to learn, but on the other side, it will evolve our soul because we'll learn lessons. There's things that we chose to go through. Candace will learn a lesson. She'll learn a lesson. Everybody will learn a lesson. And she is on the other side. She's happy. Someone said she wasn't crossed and they helped her cross. I didn't have that problem. I felt she was on the other side. So I feel like she's okay over there. I do feel that she's over there. She's happy. I see her as we're talking, playing with cats and dogs. I feel like she did have she was a sweet child that loved animals. I mean, maybe that's wrong with my cats. Every time I talk about her, they come over here. It's weird. And my one cat, she never used to get on my lap and like meow and stuff at me, and she's been doing that. Yeah, that, Carol, if you can think of the boys doing that to each other, they were trying to. I don't know if they ever did. Yeah. Exactly. There's a lesson in all of this, and I'm hoping that that's what happens. I'm hoping the brothers get out of this because they will find out. I mean, looking at the way, why are you so loud tonight? Looking at the way that the son looked down the entire time, and he felt uncomfortable with his dad touching him, I just think that there's too much going on in that household that, yeah, exactly. And I feel like eventually she's going to help. Oh my God. Ah! You fucking stupid ass motherfucking dumbass dog. Cat. I just called my cat dumbass because I thought he kicked all you guys off. Sorry. I couldn't find you guys. I thought he ended the stream. Sorry about that. He touched the thing right on the end stream, so I thought it ended and I couldn't find you guys, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Call my cat a dumbass cat on live. I'm sorry. I thought he shut you guys off, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to come back on here and tell you bye. Sorry. Oh, okay. No, he clicked the computer and the little arrow was on the end stream button, and I thought he end streamed that because it clicked to another thing, and my part popped on that said YouTube Studio, like it had you guys had gone away. Well, I thought I was gonna have to come on here for however long to say bye, and I didn't want to do it in 2 streams, so yeah, I had a little bit of an anger issues with him. I don't usually. Well, when they do shit like that, I do say, you little shit, or something like that, but sorry. I was like, oh my gosh, where are you guys at? Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I think we needed a little bit of laughter after this, this whole thing. It's hard, it's hard talking about it. I know, because it's a child, but I feel like Summer's okay. I was going to say that I feel like eventually she's going to be helping other kids on the other side. I think right now she's just playing with animals. No, sorry. Oh. He's my garage cat, and he's just like, I don't know why it is that cats like to climb all over the keyboard. It drives me mad. Like, they try to sit on it and click it, and it's just like, dude. Yeah, they just always try to mess around. Well, I have my cat Hope, like, lately she never used to like climb on my lap, but now she's been climbing on and you know what, I joined one of have you guys seen Matt Frazier? I did one of his lives, like, where you get a ticket and hopefully they pick you for a reading, and I'm sitting there saying my name over and over, hopefully you'll pick me. But my cat, like, the very beginning, Hope, she's fat, she's a fat calico cat. She came and she sat on my lap and she was like, meow, 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 meow. And I kept saying, because I'm meowing, and I kept saying, are you like feeling spirit or something? Because, like, you don't do that. And I couldn't get her to, seriously? Couldn't get her to be quiet in case they called me. And honestly, I think the whole thing about shaving her head is bullcrap. The reason for that, I think, is to make her, she wanted to cut her own. I mean, maybe she did want to cut her own hair, but the reasoning of wanting to cut her own hair is, I think she wanted to be less attractive because of what was happening to her, you know? No, you would go over, like I said, you'd pass the train trestle, and you'd go right, like I said, down that road. It goes like on the edge of the hill, a lot around there. That's where I feel sick. I just feel sick there, and then every time I ask my pendulum, it says that's the spot. Oh, okay. And this person that I'm getting that information from, I don't want to say her name, but she gave her son pot and alcohol when he stayed there, and she's known this family for about 12 years. So, I mean, she's known a lot. So she's even giving her kid, who's a minor, alcohol and pot. I mean, that this day and age, I mean, I can't really judge too much on that, but yeah, kind of. Like I said, I kind of smell like something in the air that like stinks. So it could be she's like downwind from that place. I don't know, that area just makes me sick. Like even talking about it, I don't feel good. It could be something else, but my pendulum keeps saying that's right. So I know. Hold on, let me see something. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hello, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. Hey, baby. Come on. You guys hear her? She talks back to me. She talks to me when I walk by, too. Yeah. I wish she didn't have to be in the cage at all, actually. I wish she could be out all the time. I'm going to try something. I'm just going to try the pendulum on my phone real quick on the map. Okay. Wait. Get out of here, Simba. What you doing? Summer Wells. Stop. Quit. Okay. I do think that's got to be the area. It's circling there, and that's what my pendulum does, because I asked it to show me what it would do if someone was there. And I'm looking for Summer Moon Wells, and it circles that area. Okay, so it doesn't circle down here or anything, and there's a pond in the distance, just like I had seen. Hey, quit! We're torturing the dog, Simba. Okay, so it circles that area of the address I give you. So it is circling there. I mean, but like I said, my pendulum has been on finding things. So this is a new one. I see I'm getting a headache again every time I look at this. Every time. See, Thompson actually has come in before. And Lily, you know what's so weird is the Lily company, okay? Before I saw this on here, I told this lady named Cat Lily. Lily kept coming up, and I met a little girl today named Lily. and she's a little blonde hair girl. So I think that it's been a sign, and why Lily keeps popping up for the past couple days. I'm looking at this. I'm going to tell you guys why I feel sick. It could be. Well, it could be. It's like I said, I'm not in a sewage tank now. Okay, I don't feel like I'm in one. I feel like I'm in a dark hole. It's small. It's not a huge hole. It's a small hole, and it's damp. Well, that's what I thought. Or any kind of bloating or anything like that, as far as the jacket's concerned, is why. My dogs are barking. I'm gonna have to. Hello, Linda. If you guys haven't liked, please do so. Follow, subscribe, put your notification bell on. I know sometimes I go a while without posting, but like I said, I'm in the middle of having surgeries, and then I'm going to be moving and stuff, so. Like I said, this area, I'm getting a major freaking headache here. Major headache, major neck pain. Every time. Every time. And there, you see, that's what I was being saying. There is a tower. I think she can see a tower from where she's at. See, I really feel sick here. I really do. I get like a major freaking headache. Look around to see if there's anything else that I've gotten in other readings. My dogs are really irritating me. They're barking too much. I'm gonna have to get off and let them in soon because you're driving me nuts. But I've been here like that. That name Lily's been coming to me a lot. It's just in weird ways. It's weird. It might be another case or something, but there is a Lily something right there. But yeah, I mean, I could be feeling that way for another reason. But like I said, my pendulum has now verified it with the questions and on the map. So when I go further down, it stops circling. When I'm in this area, it circles. Like I said, it's a known fishing spot. So, I like all right here hurts in this area. Well, there's a Lily place right here. That's what I'm saying. It's called the Lily Company. It's right across from where I'm talking about. So that's what I thought. And then this place is called Long Island, and that came in Stephanie. I remember Long Island. I was getting like references to that. So this Kit area that says Kit Bluff and Kit Bottom, I'm kind of drawn there to that name. I don't know why. So, but like my arm, everything, I still feel the same way I did before. It hits me hard right there. So, it hits me hard right there. Around that area, it's around that area somewhere. I mean, it's not far from it. I think it's further up, but like I said about the area. So I don't know. I hope it's right. I never like to give wrong areas or anything, but all I know is I'm going by the names that are coming out in her name, what I see, and how I feel. Okay, and I just feel so sick here. So, no, I'm talking about where I was talking about before, the 434 or 438 Riverport area. That's where it's circling. Well, it's possible because I do keep getting. Okay, so the vision that I saw was so I felt my foot slip on rocks. I've never felt that before. It was very weird. It's like the rock's very smooth, but it's slippery and slimy. My foot slips on it. But the weird thing was I wasn't sure. I didn't see myself out of the water. I could have been, but it was like, like I said, sometimes when you're in an area and you can't see in the water, and then it's like this, and then it's deeper down here, and you kind of step off a rock that you don't mean to, and you go down like that. Like that's kind of how I saw it. But I don't know, because then I got a reference to the head right here, something happening there. So there might be more to it that I didn't see, because she did reference the head, and that's actually where it looks like in the photo that there's a bruise. And then when I'm in this area, my neck is hurting too, so I don't know. So I don't know if it was the grandma. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying that was the grandmother, and unless the grandmother sounds like a teen boy, I mean, I get she has a deep voice, but it sounds like a teen boy. I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that. Could be. I don't think I am, though. It's weird. I keep kind of focusing right here because it feels like it's brighter light right here. And then when I get to it, it gets brighter. It's weird. Yeah, that's what I mean. See, that's what I'm talking about, Starry Night. I was curious if that swimming hole had that. I know she didn't used to go very deep, but maybe it was kind of an accident. I felt like it was more in the water, like a drowning, but I don't know. Because then, like I said, I get a reference to my head, and then my neck. My neck hurts in that area. It doesn't hurt. I didn't get a reference to it in the reading, but in that area, it's like it all hurts, or it all feels weird. So someone can validate that swimming hole actually has it. So okay, I forgot about Struggle Jennings. Did a shout out to Summer and the song "Cry for Help" in I Descendant to Summer. Tell everyone to listen to it. You know what? Let my stupid dog, my dog. Stupid. That's what I'm talking about, Brandy. I'm talking about it's like very light over there, and I don't know if it's just me or let me see the picture you're seeing. See, when you take a picture of it, there is spirit in that spot. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, you're not tripping. It's definitely there. I can't really tell, like, get a good. Can't really see exactly. But yeah, no, you're right. Okay, good. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It looks like it's bruised. And she loves using filters, you guys. I mean, she does. She uses them all the time. So I think she would know how to fix those pictures. All I know is what the pendulum said. I mean, I wasn't there. Just going by that. Let me try to find that song. I see myself on live right now. What is it called again? Cry for Help. That song Rescue by I can't remember her name. That's my ringtone. Somebody said it should be my theme song. I love that song. I actually contacted the artist and asked him if I could use it. Is it
this summer, be the first to experience.
Is there a specific link, Brandy, that I need to go to? Or is it just if I Google it, it'll come up? Because does it actually say for summer on there? Oh, it's for missing. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can. I guess he did a shout out to Summer. That's where Molly was found. Cornfield. Okay. Hey, leave it alone. Wait. It talks about 421,394 reports for missing children. So you guys can check that out. Let me get you a link if you guys want to link. Oh, let's see. I don't know, won't let me copy the link for some reason, of course. Okay, so I can't copy that link. I don't know why. But it's called Cry for Help. You guys can look at it if you want it. Yeah. No, I don't think so. People talk about her being alive in the picture. I don't think so. Not according to what my pendulum says. The river was the first thing I saw, so that's how I found this area, because I was like, river, super strong, first thing I saw, and that's why I think the area could be right. Freya, quit chewing on that thing. Come on, don't be painting the beard. I know, I'm aware of the missing, and yeah, she was like in Arkansas or something. Because I kind of thought that, because I guess she was speaking out about how she treated her kids, you know. It is. Ooh, sorry, it is kind of weird about, people missing in the same family, but I mean, happens. So, I don't know, hopefully, the pendulum, like I said, I asked the same questions multiple times, and it said the same answer each time, so I didn't get conflicting answers. So that's one thing that's important, because my answers were the same. I didn't get conflicting answers. So, why are you so loud tonight? It's so weird. That bird is never loud. So, a person in my group said this about the picture. Okay, so let me read this real quick, and then I'm going to have to get off because my mom is bitching, about my dogs barking, so I have to go let him in. I thought she wasn't sleeping because she's supposed to be moving, so I thought she was packing and stuff. But sadly, I have to agree with you. This girl is not alive in these pictures. If you look close, one thumb is down, the other thumb is even with her hand. Also, it appears the one that was taken later than the other, and to me, it could be wrong, but rigor mortis has set in, and she looks swollen, and her shirt clothes appear tighter. Also, I believe the milk is placed so to hold up her head. She definitely is posed, and I have never seen a child sitting like this when they are asleep. It was like she's trying to get a picture of her face and to try to prove she was alive, but clearly she isn't. This is so awful. So that was posted in my group. If you guys have not joined, please join. I do post things in there that I don't always share here. And her lips look super bright to me in that one picture. Like, I just, they just look super bright to me. I've never seen kids with pictures with lips that bright. That's one thing that sticks out to me. It's called the Psychic Sleuth Group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, Psychic Sleuth Podcast. And if you guys have not checked out my podcast, please do. Let's see. It's called the Psychic Sleuth Podcast. Here. Okay, I need you to get down for a second, baby. Thank you. It's called the Psychic Sleuth Podcast. There's a page, there's a group. So also, yeah, exactly. So there's that group. If you haven't joined, please do. What else? There's one more thing I was going to put. Oh, if you guys have not seen my podcast, please do. I actually posted a link for Lauren Spears. I just did a reading on her. Awesome reading. Didn't even know it was her, and everything I got was validated. And I didn't even know that was her I was doing a reading on. I just worked off of a picture. So, please check out the podcast. We need to get our numbers up. You can find it on Spotify as well. It's called the Psychic Sleuth Podcast. But the link I've posted, every time there's one that comes out, I post it on my wall. Okay? So the link is posted on my wall and on the last video I did of summer. So it's also posted in the Psychic Sleuth group. Okay? So I'm going to have to get off here. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. I got to take care of my animals. My mom's having a heart attack. I didn't know she was sleeping, or I would have, brought them in. Thought she'd be up because it's cool. Make sure that you guys answer the questions so I know who you are. Or I can't add you if I don't know who you are. My group's pretty laid back. I don't put up with bullshit in there, just so you know. I don't put up with drama and shit, so it's a good place to be. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw things that other people are being able to. Hey, stop it! I'm gonna let you in a minute. The other people are, explaining away, but I can't help it. Pendulum gave me that same answer multiple times every time I asked, and it's easy to put a filter on there. It's easy to put a filter. It's easy to post somebody and then take a picture. That's how I feel about it, anyways. I just got to give you what spirit gives me, and the pendulum is part of that. So hopefully it's right. It feels right. Like I said, I get the same one, same answer every single time. So I didn't think this was going to get over 100 people on here tonight. That's the first time that's ever happened. So I do have to, like I said, every single time, same answer. So until next time, you guys, take it easy.